Hello everyone, I'm Rohit Bharti. I'm an architect by profession and I'm currently leading the interior design department in IMS DIA, which is Design and Innovation Academy. I'm a PhD scholar from Jamia Millia Islamia and I'm also a gold medalist in MArch from Jamia Millia Islamia as well. And I've done my BArch from USAP. I have been teaching for more than 8 years now and I've been in the industry for more than 7 years. And so here I am, and I'm going to talk about a very interesting upcoming short term course on interior styling today. So, first, let's try and understand what is this program about. So, to understand the profession, let's talk about the definition of this discipline, which is interior styling, and how is it different from interior design. So interior styling covers the soft part of interior design. Let's say it enhances it. It is focused more on enhancing the aesthetics of a space rather than building the core structure, the indoor structure, which is exactly what the interior designing takes care of. So interior designing takes care of the core structure. How is going to be the flooring? How is it going to be the partitions design and constructed as well, and also the false ceiling. While interior styling, the structure is already given by the client to the interior stylist, and what he does is he takes care of the color of and the textures of fabric of wall. So all of that is designed by interior stylist. So like for example, if I break down what will be the responsibilities of an interior stylist, so those would be first color. So when you talk about color, even the brands of paints and where it has to be sourced from becomes very important, apart from the intangible part of the design, which is color psychology. How would the person feel if there is a lot of red in the room, there is a lot of pink in the room, and what would be the impact on his psyche when he's in that space. Apart from that part, it is also important for an interior stylist to understand that where he has to source the paints from, because even that is something that the client will be dependent on, the interior stylist. So that is covered in this program. This next part is the fabrics, because that plays a very integral role in interior styling. So when we talk about fabrics, the three most important areas that are covered in styling programs is first the carpets and rugs. The carpets play a very important role when it comes to improving the overall luxury, the overall feel of the place. Like flooring is done, but if you want to add in another layer of another layer of luxury, another layer of comfort, and even aesthetics, because for some people it becomes very, and especially in the reception counters of hotels, of big hotels, it becomes very important to make a statement, to define your individuality, and there the carpet can play a very integral role. So carpets being now it's not traditional anymore, because a lot of times when I discuss this with my clients, they talk about that the carpet is too traditional for their spaces. So I always tell them that it's not a traditional element anymore. It has become very contemporary, right? So from that point of view, when you know what are the brands which are developing contemporary carpets, what are the brands which are developing the artistic carpets or rugs which are like area specific. So all of that is covered in the under this domain, which lies under interior designing itself, that is interior styling. So interior styling takes care of the carpets and the rugs as well. And then we talk about the next aspect when it comes to fabric, which is curtains and draperies. So curtains, as you know, that they can change the overall appearance of the room, whether it is the texture of the fabric of the curtain, whether it is the color of the fabric, and even pattern. Even that can make a big difference when it comes to changing the overall feel of a space. So curtains are very important, and something which is not heard of by many people is drapery. It's not always the wallpaper which is put on the walls. It is also the drapery. So anybody who understands fashion also understands draping, right? So similarly, drapery can be done on the wall as well. So it can be done on wall, it can be done on windows, and all of those things can be incorporated in this program, which is interior styling. So this all will be part of the curriculum in this interior styling short-term course. So curtains and drapery is the second aspect. Third aspect is upholstery, which talks about furnishings. So when you have designed the sofa, it is not only about the structure and the form and the shape of sofa. It is also about what is the final finish that you are putting on that sofa, whether it is going to be leather finished, whether it is going to be finished with velvet, or you are going to put, let's say, you know, something, let's say, fabric, you cover it with a fabric, or even the bed covers, sofa covers, table covers. All of that is put under an umbrella term, which is furnishings, and sometimes even upholstery, but specifically when you talk about beds and sofas. So all of that is covered under this program, the interior styling short-term course. Now coming to the next aspect, which is also a very which is a specialization in itself, which is lighting design. Lighting also plays a very important role when somebody discusses interior styling. So lighting can be discussed in two aspects. First, the luminosity that it really creates when it is switched on. So luminosity is actually the technical part of lighting, which is how much illuminance it creates. I'm also going to come to the model also later on, but let's discuss about the lighting part first. So when we talk about lighting as a domain of interior styling, it is not only about the illuminance that it creates. We also talk about sustainability, so the wattage and everything else which is technical related to lighting will also be discussed in interior styling, but also the design part of the fixture, the lighting fixture, the ultimate fixture which is going to be visible in the room, whether it is chandelier, whether it is cove lighting, whether it is, let's say, a bulb, incandescent bulb, or whether it is wall mounted, whether it is hanging from the ceiling. All of those things are also covered in interior styling short term course. So for this, this is a collaborative program where we are also going to collaborate with, let's say, a carpet firm, or let's say a lighting firm which designs the fixtures. So all of that exposure is a very, very integral part of this program. Okay, moving forward. Now we have something which is related with the colors and also related to the fabric, which is textures. Interior styling is a lot about playing with textures. It is not only about you have put pink color, but what is the texture of the pink color, whether it is rough, whether it is smooth, whether it is prickly. So all of those textures are also something that you are composing when you are creating interior spaces. So all of that also falls under interior styling short term course. So we have covered the furnishings and upholstery, then we covered lighting, we covered color, we covered textures, and last but not the least, we are also going to put the art in the space, as we call it. So whether it is about putting the paintings in a space, whether it is about putting the sculptures in a space, it is also a very, very important part of interior styling. Sometimes people who consult Feng Shui experts and Vastu experts, even they tell remedies, you have to put this sculpture in the northwest. So how is that sculpture going to enhance the space is also the role of interior stylist, not only from the remedy point of view, but from the aesthetics point of view. And also the painting, sometimes we have art connoisseurs as our clients. Sometimes the hoteliers are the clients, and they are very, very specific about what painting has to be put on the reception counter, whether it is pertaining to a certain art movement, whether it is about impressionism, whether it is about post-impressionism, fauvism. So all of those things are also very, very important when it comes to interior styling as a program. So if you see that this is a very holistic program which takes care of everything, related to interior styling. And that too, we have also taken care of the fact that these are going to be working professionals, and these are going to be freshly passed out interior design students, and even even housewives who have not been able to make a mark in interior designing, and now they want to revive it, or they want to start from scratch in this profession. So for those people, it becomes very important to have a course like this, which teaches them about the right industry, and also what needs to be studied on when it comes to interior styling. So this program takes care of the holistic aspects of interior styling. Now comes to what are the USPs that one covers when you do this program with Dia. That is very, very important. So, one problem that I have seen in a lot of students is that they're not able to bridge the gap between academics and profession or industry. So, that is one of the reasons why they could not go into entrepreneurship immediately, because they feel that that we lack learning. We are not exposed to vendors, we are not exposed to markets. So this course takes care of that. We have collaborated with a lot of brands, and we are in the process of collaborating with a lot of brands who are also going to come here as industry experts and talk about their specific brand products which they are selling, and those can actually be those can be communicated to the clients as well, that we are going to prefer, let's say hands carpets, or let's say Somani tiles. So those things will also be taken care of when you are in the program, so that you get the overall exposure of the market as well. So this is one of the most important USPs of this program, that this short-term courses bridges the gap between academics and profession. Second thing, this program also takes care of the fact that it is not only about the paintings and sculptures. It is about knowing what effect that is going to have, what impact that painting or sculpture is going to have on that space. Because as I was discussing, that a lot of hotels, 5-star hotels and 7-star hotels, are also looking for interior stylists who are aware of art movements, who are aware of art, right? So that aspect is also covered into interior styling, which is rather ignored in a lot of Indian interior styling programs. So I'm just going to give an example, and try to understand interior styling through an example. So this was one of the projects done by one of the students from interior styling, where we gave that there is a small hotel, and the client has asked for a amalgamation of rustic elements and something which is yet contemporary. So in this project, as you guys can see, the designer, the young designer, has also taken care of the fact that although the patterns are bright and colorful, and in a way contemporary also, the this part of the wall is quite contemporary. So he has taken care of the fact that it is traditional. The rustic elements and vintage elements are taken care of. You can see that how rustic this table is, the finish of it, and what kind of laminate, and even the brand of the laminate has been taken care of while making this. What kind of painting, who would be the artist for this, what kind of fabric, and what would be the pattern on the the draped fabric that is put on the wall, has been taken care of. What kind of wooden paneling will be done on the wall, on the structure of the wall. And again, there is something known as floor paper also, like the way you put wallpapers, you can also put it on floor. So he was taken care of that also. He has gone to the software, because that is also very integral part, and actually has designed the carpet also, which is kept it soft. Even something as small as the doormat, which he has stuck it in the model itself. Even the doormat is also designed by the student. So all of these things are taken care of when we discuss interior styling as a profession, as a domain. So this is also something that we'll be concentrating on when we discuss interior styling. I also want to take it a little forward, and I'll show a more elaborate model, if you may allow, to show that how detailed the interior styling projects can be. So in this project, the client was looking for a, I'm just going to show you the details of the space. So the client was very keen on having the interiors as very, very intricately defined for the space. So you can see that in the model that he has taken care of what kind of wallpapers will be put, and the color psychology was also taken care of. So all of that plays a very, very important role when you discuss projects like these. So if you see the model, I hope you all can see this. Yeah, right. So the temple, what kind of laser cut MDF would be put there, and if I go into insides, how will be the washrooms design. If you can see the model detailing, even the style of commode is designed, what would be the wallpaper in the washroom, how would be the shaft of the space would be designed. Everything is very, very intricately thought of when we discuss interior styling. So interior styling is not only about the just changing the color of the room. It is also about the understanding of the personality of the client, because not everybody would agree with certain colors, would agree with a certain mood. So words like mood, words like psychology, words like individuality, identity are also something that is taken care of. So psychology, it's in itself is becomes a very very integral portion of interior styling. So how to communicate to the client. I always tell students that if you take care of three C's in this profession, in interior styling, which is, if you are able to conceive an idea, which is concept development, if you are able to communicate an idea, which is presentation, visualization, and actual verbal communication, and if you are able to construct an idea, construct is because you have to get this executed on site as well, which is about putting the carpet in the right place, changing the wallpaper, or putting up a painting in a certain manner, or placing a sculpture in a certain way. So all of that is also very very important. If you take care of these three C's in this profession, you are bound to succeed. There is no way that you cannot succeed in this profession. And how it is to be done? When you take guidances from industry experts, not only industry experts, there's a very healthy mix of academicians, there's a very healthy mix of artists, sculptors coming to give workshops here. And also because of the fact that there are other design departments also in the college, so you can always go to third floor for fashion department, to first floor for communication. So communication design department, because graphics designers are also there, fashion designers are also there, product designers are also there. So it is a very collaborative program, because you are not only getting exposed to the industry experts, you're also getting exposed to the design professionals, the young design professionals who you will be collaborating with in the future. So that makes it really really interesting, and something that is a big opportunity that DIA offers, because it is a mix of lot of other design departments, so people get a very holistic view of design rather than only interior design. That is one of the USPs that we have in this program. Now taking the conversation forward, so what do you do in profession when you become an interior stylist? You are not only taking care of the design aspect, you are also taking care of the professional delivery of the project. So how it is being delivered to you, and the free flow of the whole design process is also something that we teach. Whether it is about the making the contracts, how do you sign the contracts with the clients, how do you get the tenders filled, how do you professionally manage the whole project, whether it is about the project management tools which are required. All of that is also something that we cover during the last part, which is the final week of your program. So this is a 3 months program, and we have divided the course in such a way that you are from the scratch, you understand the principles of interior styling, then you move on to the industry exposure, then finally you take some simulated projects under real live projects under interior designers, and then finally it culminates into lectures on how to understand the legalities, the professional practices around this profession. So we also take care of the fact that a lot of young designers who are going to pursue this program are also planning to become entrepreneurs. They are going to have their own brand. So that is where the collaborative efforts of other departments come into scene also, because we also have communication design here. So people from marketing, people who can teach branding, people who can teach entrepreneurship, because there are other short-term courses as well which are directly falling under the umbrella of entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is also something that will be taught. And how do you start your own firm, how do you design the logo, how do you create the branding around your product, around your brand, is also something that we are going to cover in interior styling program. So this program is a very very holistic view of this program is very holistic from the point of view of, if you're just going to finish the program, you just want a program where you can start off immediately as an interior stylist. then this is one platform. Dia is one platform which provides you the right tools and the expertise to go ahead in your career and start off as an interior stylist. So it would be really helpful for anyone to to get that exposure. It would be a very effective opportunity for anyone to get exposed to the brands that we are collaborating with. So that is why, if you take care of the college where it is giving you the right exposure, then you're bound to succeed in this profession. So this was a brief introduction on interior styling as a profession and how is it different from interior design. I hope this really generated the interest inside you, the interior stylist inside you, to join this program. And this is architect Rohit Bharti signing off, and hope to see you all here very, very soon.